We're going on an archaeological dig of the Corvette. Let's see what we find. Welcome back to the laboratory. We're working on the Corvette again. This is hopefully going to be a short little video. One of the things about owning a classic collector car is documentation. Now, I'm really fortunate on the Pontiac side with my GTOs and on the Ford side with my Mustangs is there are sources to get full documentation on the cars just from sending the serial number into Pontiac Historical Services for the GTO, and you can get Marty reports for the Fords. And what that basically gives you is it gives you all the information on the car as it left the factory, not only like the build date and which factory it was built in, but the exact list of options that it came with. With Chevys, unfortunately, you don't have that option. My understanding, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, is there was a fire at some point and all of those records were lost in the US for Chevrolets. Now, in Canada, we are additionally fortunate in that GM Historical Services of Canada, they're called something different now, but I can't remember what the new name is, but if you still Google GM Historical Services, you'll come up with the right thing. If the car was sold new in Canada through a GM dealership, they have all the full documentation on it. So the first thing I did with the Corvette was to contact them, send them the serial number, and unfortunately this car was not sold in Canada as new. It was imported into Canada at some point along the way, but it was sold in the US. So dead end for documentation. Not quite completely dead though. When these cars were built, there was what's called the tank sticker that was applied to the top of the fuel tank that again lists all of the options, build date, all of that information. Now, for a car this old, to find a tank sticker that's still there is one thing. To find one that's legible is a whole other thing, but it's always worth looking. Now, it's a pretty big job to drop the fuel tank out on this thing, only to possibly fail that there's no sticker there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a good old Boroscope, and we're going to try and probe from the fuel filler in both directions. I can't remember which side it's more likely to be on, but if we can see traces of what looks like a tank sticker, then we might go through the trouble of dropping the tank out and reclaiming that information. Again, for cars like this, having that documentation adds value to the car. It's an important thing. So let's get out the Boroscope. Well, let's actually pull off the fuel filler door. We're going to kind of pry back the weather strip around there, and then we're going to stick the Boroscope in there and see what we can see. So let's see what we can see. All right, first thing we're going to do to make ourselves a little bit more room is this. We're going to pull off the filler cap. So all right, not sure what the problem was with our Boroscope. Well, it was freaking out on us, but it seems to be working now. So let's have a look on the passenger side first. So we're just going to peel back the seal here a little bit so we can get the Boroscope in there. And well, it's freezing up again. There it goes. Okay, so that way is up. We've got the light on. Let's see how bright it is. Okay, we've got the light to pretty much maximum brightness. Okay, and we're going to start, oh, wrong side of the weather strip, start probing here. Okay, so there, you can see that shiny bit on the bottom, that looks like the surface of the moon, is the top of the tank. So we're going to look, and well, from one end to the other, there is no sign of a tank sticker on that side. Okay, so let's tuck this back in And let's try the driver's side. Try not to ruin our seal here. All right, so there's the top of the tank. Again, hopefully you can see this in the video. And we're just gonna sweep from one end to the other, and it looks like right there, if you can see it, is kind of the outline where the sticker was attached. And there's a little bits of paper still left stuck to the tank. Okay, so that's where the tank sticker should be, but we are not lucky enough that it still has a tank sticker there. So yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Anyway, no sticker on this car. So I promised you a short video, and I'm going to deliver this time. We went looking for the tank sticker on our Corvette, and we came up short. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. In this case, we lost out. But you can see how easy it is. So if you've got a classic Corvette, just get yourself a Boroscope, and within a few minutes, you can go looking to see if you have a tank sticker. If it's there, drop the tank, get that documentation. It's going to help you in the long run. Anyway, if you watched this whole video and it was a short one, why not? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're a subscriber. If you're not, subscribe. It's cheap. It's free. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. I said subscribe 3 times now. Most of the people watching my video are not subscribers, don't quite understand. And I've got way more subscribers than actually watch my videos. I don't understand that either. So I get the feeling that YouTube is just not sending out notifications to most of my subscribers anymore. Anyway, enough complaining about YouTube. Thanks for watching. As usual, be kind, be humble. See you on the next one.